Good morning. This is Dr.A.Paramasivam, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rajalakshmi Engineering College. So thanks for the management to give an opportunity to undergo the program under IBM Smart Internz on the title of Data Analytics. So the project assigned is Unveiling the Virtual Classroom Analysis of Online Education System. So the agenda of the presentation is going to be introduction, overview, existing system of the online education system and proposed online education system and proposed architecture to make the system more effective. So on the data collection, so from the given data, the data has been collected and it has been analyzed in the data preparation, and in the data exploration the data has been visualized by using the various charts to infer the various significance of the online education system. And we are going to see the dashboard. So in the dashboard we are going to compare the various analysis, whether with respect to the students potential in the online sessions, and how much hour they are spending in the social platform, and what is the home locations, whether they are from urban area or from rural area. So we are going to see the various statistics, the visualized presentation we are going to see in the dashboard, and in the story we are going to see the significance of the results from the collected data, and we are going to see the report on online education system. Now we are going to see one by one. Now let's see the introduction. So the introduction is about how the online classes and the technology gives a more importance to the students. So the online class and technology have emerged as a superhero during the lockdown days. So due to the lockdown, the students have not been able to stay connected with other world, and they lack the exposure is the evident. So the teachers made sure that learning for students was not compromised. So they took a great leap forward to find the solution and create a new learning environment for their students to ensure the continuous learning process. So that is, learning never stops. So this has been achieved by rapid advancement in the technology and widespread availability of internet access. The online education has gained a significant popularity during the COVID period. But earlier this online education is there in terms of what webinar, but the peoples are not utilized more effectively. The overview of the problem is, during the lock days, the technology and online classes have become the superheroes. Despite having under house arrest, we are still involved the educational community connected through the online. Next, we are going to see the lack of exposure is obvious because the peoples have been unable to maintain contact with the outside world due to the change to online classes has been the only relief for the people's mental health. The teachers and the faculty members took a big step forward to identify the answers and design new learning environment for their students to ensure the learning never ceases, to ensure that kids' learning was not compromised. So the online education has significantly increased in popularity over the past few years since COVID, thanks to the rapid improvement in technology and the general availability of internet connections with higher speeds by the various service providers. So this study attempts to examine the many facets on online education in depth and highlights its advantages and disadvantages, opportunities and difficulties for the education institutions, decision makers, and online learning platforms. It will be more useful information to improve the efficacy and accessibility of the online education system. So in order to contribute to the continuing discussion about the education's future and to explore the new opportunities over the learning system and to create the inclusive, interesting and productive learning environment in the digital age to the students. Yeah, next session what we are going to see is existing system. So in the existing system, the students spend the whole day in the school and colleges on campus, and they are busy, and it has an unmistakable impact on time management. Even if the students get home in the evening, they become exhausted and spend the rest of the day sleeping such activities. So the concentration over the studies and doing the homework, it has been increases their pressure and stress level. When comparing to the online classes, which allows for more time flexibility, that could appear to be a drawback. So the time saved can be used for other activities like hobby classes, and also we can reduce the commuting time. The students can save their internal energy and use it more wisely when learning online as opposed to in a traditional classroom. For offline education, a completely separate curriculum that goes beyond reading and textbooks is needed. Proposed system. The suggested system makes use of the potential capabilities of IBM Cognos analytics, which promises to enhance the education through rich data analysis, data exploration, and using the visualization tools by using the dashboards and storyboard and the reports. So by integrating this platform, the institutions can learn more about the students' performance, the course efficacy, and the learning outcomes. The using interactive By using the interactive dashboards, predictive analytics, and adaptive learning features, the teachers, faculty members, and administrators can make educated decisions optimistically and allocate the resources effectively and customize the learning habits and the learning environments. And the proposed system suggests here data-driven approaches which raises the education standards and encourages continuous improvement, which creates a positive and engaging learning environment. So this is the proposed architecture by the IBM Cognos Analytics. So initially we are going to collect the data from the uh, online education system. So it's a database. From the database we are collecting it. And next we are going to see, and we are going to upload the data in the IBM Cognos Analytics by using our IBM login ID, official login ID. Then we are going to prepare the data. So the preparation data is the next, nothing but data preparations. So by uploading the data, we are going to see whether there is any null spaces in the columns or any not applicable columns or any cells are empty. So we are going to clear those or clean those cells by adding the values, yes, constant value, or by removing those cells, rows. And next to the data preparations, we are going to perform the data analysis. So we are going to do the data analysis. So in the data analysis, we are going to analyze using the various charts. By using the various charts and by understanding the data that we have collected, so we are going to do the data analysis. So where we are going to use the various charts to compare the compare and correlate the various variables. For example, there will be a variable called home locations, and next, so in the home location it will be a rural area and it will be an urban area. And next, if we are going to see the students level of understanding, so it may be good, bad, or excellent. So our next, students level of understanding, so it will be given in a metric scale of 1 to 5. So like this we are going to compare the various factors by using the scatter diagram or line chart or bar chart or heat map or map or bubble charts, such things. And next we are going to create the dashboard, storyboard, and we are going to make a report, and from these things we are going to make an inference. So the inference are nothing but the insights from the analysis. This insights will be used for the education institutions or for the institutions or at any levels to improve the students' performance. Next is the project flow. This is the project flow, how we are carried out. So initially the description of the problem is given, description about the online system is given, virtual classroom, how the students have been undergone for the past few years, and from that we have collected the data. The data is collected in the Excel format, so it's having more than some 22 variables, nothing but 22 features are there. So with the 22 features, so we have prepared the data. So then the preparation of the data, that's the third step in this. So in the preparation of the data, so we have cleaned the data, so if there is any empty spaces. Next is going to be the data visualization. Yeah, next is going to be the dashboard. So from the data visualization, we are going to compare the various data analysis charts, and we are going to make the dashboard. And next to the dashboard, we are going to create a story. So in the story, we are going to share uh, the various scenes, the scenes of output parameters, output responses. What we are going to infer, the factors are more significant enough. Next is nothing but the report. So in the report, we can see the entire analysis of the over the data. And next is going to be the performance testing and web integrations. So these are the workflows that we are going to see in the coming slides. The first step is going to be the data collections. So data collection is the process of gathering and measuring information on the variables of interest in an established systematic fashions that enables one to answer stated research questions, test hypotheses, and evaluate the outcomes and generate the insights from the data. Here you can see the various datas, nothing but the features that we have collected from the Excel sheets. One is going to be the gender, home locations, level of education, age, number of subjects they have registered in the online, what is the device type they have used in the online, whether it is a mobile or laptop or the desktop system, and the economic status. And next, internet facility in your locality. This is given in the scale of 1 to 5. Are you involved in any sports? Yes or no. Family sizes, big, small, based on the number of members in the family, whether less than 4 or greater than 4. And do elderly people monitors you? Yes or no. Likewise, study time. What is the maximum study time that you are there, that you have spent over during the online classes? Sleep time. So you can see these are the various features of the education systems. So these are the data. You can see it's a described, so it is in detail. Gender means male, female, home location means rural and urban, age in years, it varies from age 8 to up to 30, and next number of subjects is 1 to 20. You can see the device type, economic status, poor, rich, middle class, family size 1 to 10, and do elderly people monitor you? Yes or no. Study time and sleep time is in hours, and the time spent on the social media is in hours. Interesting in game? Yes or no. And engaged in group studies? Yes or no. So like this you can see these are the various data collections. So this is available in the Excel sheets. So it is connected, this data is collected for a number of samples. And next, if we are going to see here, now we are going to see the IBM Cognos. So with this data, we are going to upload the data in the IBM Cognos. So the first step is going to be uploading the data sets. Yes, now we are going to see the IBM Cognos. So we have to log in into the IBM Cognos by using our login ID in the IBM. As a student, we have to log in. So next we have uploaded the data. So you can see here the data uploaded. So you can see this is the CSV file. So this is the data analytics from the IBM Cognos. We have uploaded the data. So in the uploading of the data, so where you can see here online education system review, it's a CSV file, so nothing but Excel file. So we have uploaded here. So by using this home, upload the data directly from our system as upload files. We can see here Next, so it's we are doing in the IBM Cognos analytics. Next is going to be here data preparations. So in the data preparation, you can see we have opened now, the data has been loaded. You can see online education data. We have saved the data here. So online education system overview. So here you can see we are having the row ID, gender, home location, education qualification, age, and next number of subjects they have registered. So like this, everything is what? These are the features. So we have collected the data. The row is going to denote the number of data that we have collected. Okay. So here in this data preparation, we will be checking for what? The any cells are going to be empty. If it is empty, we have to clean that row, or we have to add the constant value over it. Okay, so that's nothing but data preparation. Next is going to be the data visualization. So data visualization is the process of creating graphical representation of data in order to help the people to understand and explore the information. So the goal of this data visualization is to make the complex data sets more accessible, intuitive, and easier to interpret. So by using the visual elements such as charts, graphs, heat maps, bubble chart, such a thing, we can do what? Pie charts, donut charts. We can do the data visualizations, which will help the people to quickly identify the patterns, trends, outliers from the data to make the decisions, to infer the, or to get the insights from the existing systems. So now we can see the data visualization, whatever we did. So it's nothing but the pie chart. So where we did the data visualization by creating here as a new data visual exploration. Here the data visualization comes under the category of data exploration. So you can see the file name is going to be data education online exploration here. So here we made the pie chart. So for what? For the devices used in the online classes by the people. So you can see it's given in the desktop. What is the desktop? You can see here the desktop percentage is less. The students use the desktop for the online classes very less. But if you are going to take the laptop, the number of laptops was 672 students used the laptop for the online sessions. Next, 334 use the mobile for the online sessions. So this is the way we are going to make a visualization. So from this easily we can interpret the data. Next chart is nothing but which is going to deal with the average marks scored before the pandemic in traditional classrooms, sized by average marks scored before pandemic in traditional classroom systems. So you can see here the marks scored 81 to 90 is going to be the higher. So whichever the size of the text is higher, so that is a more number of people scored. And next we are going to see 0 to 10, that is very small. So that means only minimum level of people scored the marks 0 to 10. Okay, so in this way we can interpret that. So maximum the scored by the students is going to be 8 greater than 80. Next chart which is going to deal with the table. So it's going to deal with the economic status, age, student level of satisfaction. You can see here on the left hand side. So that's going to show the economic status, whether average or medium, okay, and next to rich. So what are the factors we are going to compare with the level of satisfaction? The age, so economic status, and interest in gaming or not. If we are going to see here, so which is going to gives a higher impact in the sense. So at the age of 19.86, nothing but 20 age, if they are going to be rich, if there is not interested in gaming, so they are the average students. And similarly in the middle class, so if their age is going to be 19.7 and they are interested in gaming, so they are the average level of student satisfaction. So similarly we are having what? Good and excellent status of understanding level of satisfaction in the education. Next is the dashboard. Dashboard is a graphical user interface that displays the information and data in an organized way and in easy to be in a read format. By visually seeing the table or by visually seeing the analysis tool, we can able to what infer from the visualization tools. The dashboards are often used to provide real-time monitoring and analysis of data that are typically designed for a specific purpose or use case. So the dashboard can be used in a variety of settings such as business, finance, manufacturing, healthcare systems, and in the automotive industries. It can be used to track the key performance indicators and monitor the performance metrics and displays the data in the forms of charts, graphs, and tables. Next, here you can see this is the dashboard, which consists of what more than one visualization presentation. So this is the dashboard on online education system where we use it for facility of internet. So we have compared the total number of hours in the home locations. In the rural area, how much hours they have used for the internet, and similarly in the urban area. So if you are going to see in the urban area, the usage of internet facility is higher while comparing to what rural area. And next, if you are going to see in the next chart, the internet facility in your locality by the students level of education, it is average. Next, here if you are going to see total number of hours with what with the factors, it increases for the with respect to the age. So for example, if you are going to see the age of 14, 13 and 15, the usage of internet is going to be what higher. The total hours is higher while comparing to the other ages 7, 8, 9 are not very less, and similarly at the age of 24, 25, 22 are usage of internet is very less. Next, study time. So with the study time with respect to what internet facility, so it is going to be higher at what at the level of 4 and 3 it is higher. So it is another dashboard, so where we are what comparing. Initially we have collected the data on what are the students performance, total time spent in the social media, and the students performance in online, what is the family size, number of subjects registered by the students, and the devices used for online classes, home location by the students. So 143 students are from the urban, and next 154 students are from the rural. Next, here if you are going to see students performance in online by the gender, so if you are going to see the male students are performing better, so that is about the green color. The female is a blue color. You can see it's a chart shows in the less value. And next, here if you are going to see another pie chart, so where it shows the student level of satisfaction in the online educations. So average is the higher portion. Averagely the students level is going to be what only average. Good portion is going to be somewhat medium, but bad is going to be very less. So like this we can compare the visualization tool in a single board, that is called as a dashboard. Next is chart where we are going to see the students performance with respect to what sleeping time. If the sleeping time increases, you can see the sleeping time increases, students performance also increases over here. It's average. And next you can see here it's a comparison of study time, sleep time, and total hours by the students in the online. So the green color is going to be the total hours, the red is going to be the study hours, and next this blue color is going to be what the sleeping time of the students. So next is going to be the storyboard. So a data story is a way of presenting the data and analysis in a narrative format with the goal of making the information more engaging and easier to understand. A data story typically includes a clear introduction that sets the stage and explains the context for the data. A body that presents the data and analysis in logical and systematic way. So from the storyboard we can make a conclusion. Nothing but we can summarize the key findings and highlights that as a more significant implications. The data stories can be told using a variety of mediums such as reports, presentations, and using the interactive visualizations and videos. So now let's see some of the visualize that report storyboards. So this is the storyboard created on the online virtual uh, online virtual education system. You can see here it's created by me. So here it's a summary of students history. So where it states what is the family size, what is the number of students, how many number of subjects registered by the students, total time spent on the social media, such a things you can see here. And another chart you can see here based on what level of satisfaction and based on the level of urban level that they are used for the internet. Next here the total time spent on the social medias, average, medium, and such a things. And next this what total hours with respect to what online performance. You can see here online performance increases as a cumulative. Next, report. A report is a document that presents the information in a specific format and layout, usually based on data from a database or from data sources. A report in the IBM Cognos can contain various elements such as tables, charts, graphs, and images, as well as text and data elements. It is designed to be used by the business users to help them better understanding their data and make the informed decisions. There are several different types of reports available in IBM Cognos, including the list, cross tab reports, chart reports, report studio reports, among others. So the type of reports you choose will depend on the specific business needs and requirements of your organization, as well as the data you need to present. So these are the some of the reports that we have created. So this is the report that we have compared. These are the significance. It has having the significant impact over. So one is going to be what comparison of internet facility in various home locations. So urban area use the internet facility more effectively while comparing to the rural area. Next year is nothing but student level of satisfaction in the online education is what average is going to be higher, and next comes the good and next comes the bad. We can see the number of counts over here. So we can also present in terms of what the percentage over here. Next is nothing but student gaming addiction. So here is what interested in gaming addiction is going to be what higher while comparing to no. So that means so due to this online education and next nothing but free accessibility of internet facility in all areas, so the gaming addiction interest over the gaming has been increased among the students. And this is about the performance of students in the based on the time based using the bubble chart. So this is the donut chart we have used, though this is the pie chart and this is the bar chart we have used. And these are the things about the reports. So from this we can conclude that we made the performance testings by using the software IBM Cognos, and which is stable, speed and scalability and responsiveness is higher. So by this we are able to give useful input to the education institutions to make a corrective actions to improve the effectiveness over the students education systems. And next we have made the web integrations. We have uploaded all this in the smart interns through the GitHub repositories. And next we can publish this to track and monitor the key performance metrics to communicate the results and progress to the business needed peoples, and it will help the publishers to stay informed and make the better decisions and to communicate the performance to others. So we have done this project and we have uploaded all this. So it is a nice experience to work on this project. Thank you for the IBM and smart interns and for my institutions to give this opportunity. Thank you very much.